You sound exactly like fucking Ghast in Minecraft when you do that. Is that on purpose?
I haven't thought about it.
Like, I had to think, because like every time
Is that a noise I make often?
Quite.
Welcome to What Pissed You Off This Week.
I'm your host, Lele. I'm gonna miss you, Mafakka. Raukola. No! I'm joined here today. Oh my god. God, I couldn't make it through the intro.
You can do this.
And I'm joined here today by Torgeir, my best friend in the whole world, Ryssevik. Say hello, Torgeir.
Okay, you give me one.
Yes. Wait,
Thought we'll get through the intro, at least.
There's a reason I didn't wear mascara for this episode. I didn't trust myself at all.
We're gonna What Pissed You Off This Week.
As you guys can probably tell, the mood here in the studio is slightly different today.
Yeah, it is.
Than it usually is.
Yeah, and also, where's all our shit?
Yeah, where's your instruments? Did somebody steal them?
Yeah, I did.
I know. I was there. I helped you carry it.
And where's Roberto's plant?
Or his floor.
Yeah, we did just remove them for dramatic effect.
Yes.
It's just in the other room.
Yes.
Yeah.
But would you like to tell our viewers why we stole all of your stuff?
Because I am leaving this room and I'm gonna move to Bergen.
That is true.
Hell yeah.
And I am also going home.
Yes, to
Tampere.
Tampere.
Yes.
Yes, Moominland.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to Bergen.
That's the one. Vette Bergen med detsamma.
Där alla damerna våtare viskarna i mamma.
Yes, that one.
That's the version I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't really know what to say.
No?
Yeah, basically, this is the last episode we're going to be filming in the studio.
Yes.
And one of the last times we're probably going to be filming in the same room.
Yes.
For a while.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
Not great.
So I have been in this room since
this room was built.
Yeah, since it was built in, I think it was 2022. And I've had a studio in this building since 2017. So I've been here a while.
You've been here practically the entire time that the Woods has existed, right?
Yeah, right after they finished building like the main space.
Right. Because like what?
It had existed for, I think, half a year after they finished building. Before I joined.
Yeah. So like what a lot of people don't know is that like the entire floor plan of the studio is completely like redone and done for this purpose.
Yeah. Like this room was purposefully designed in the floor plan. Like it just exists as an island within the building, and the rest of the floor plan was kind of designed around this room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like this is like, isn't this pretty much like smack dab in the middle?
Smack dab in the middle. Hell yeah.
But isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, isn't it?
I think so.
It is. I think it is.
You have truly been here since this entire thing was built.
Yeah.
And like you and Selena were like painting the floors and the walls and like the bathroom is painted by Selena.
Yeah, like most of the shit in this room is done by me. It was
everything you can see in this frame has been done by you.
Yeah. Like the main structure of the room was me, Carl, and Jonas. And then, that thing behind you there, that was me and Selena. That's built from the scrap wood from building the room.
Yeah.
And just cut into different lengths and glued right on the wall.
And one of them is slightly loose.
Yeah, that one. A couple of them has come off and I've just re-glued them again. I didn't bother to glue that one. Just kind of pressure fit in there.
Yeah, I just love that. I sat here in my spot before an episode and he just said, yeah, by the way, like if one of the pieces hits you on the head, like as it falls, like, sorry, that's on me. I was like, what did you do? It was when we were setting up the Christmas balls.
Yeah, or was it Halloween?
I just remember you had been like leaning on it and you were like, if it hits you in the head, sorry, that's on me.
Yes.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, these wood panels here, I put them up.
You put them up after the first time we had met, right?
Yeah. We were going to show you also the floor and the ceiling. I designed those as well. and the desk, which
The
was
desk, I think has been like the focal point of the studio.
Definitely. We haven't shown, I think, any of the desk. It is in a couple of the piano shots.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
You can see a little bit of the desk.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like I sketched the design and Jonas like made the measurements and built it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna show you the desk.
And I personally love the ceiling because you have the like brown light element, and then he has different kinds of panels on the roof. He has one that is like one type is just white panels. One is fully one shade of gray, and one is this like kind of darker and lighter gray like split. And I love the placing of everything. It's very purposeful. Yeah.
It was some hours on the drawing board getting shit to sit right.
I said to you before we started this, like, it's one of the like givens with you and anything you do is that you always do it so well. Like you always put a lot of effort into everything.
I do put a lot of effort into shit. But like when you're building something especially for a room that you're gonna spend a lot of time in,
you want it to be nice.
You want it to be nice. You know what I mean? You're spending time like making the room better. Why not spend that extra time making it really good? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not more expensive or
it's just a bit more effort.
Yes, and more thought and more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do things with purpose.
Yeah, but like you can definitely tell that everything in this room is here on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, and everything like where it is placed in a room has very much a purpose to it.
Yes.
I was gonna say that like one of the first things we ever did together was go buy the insulation for the panels in your roof.
And you had to drive the car because we couldn't fit. I couldn't fit in the front seat with all the panels in the
Torgeir is very long.
Yes, especially leg-wise.
Yes, and Torgeir's clown car was not very long.
No, quite short. Toyota Yaris.
Yeah, we had to collapse the back seat to fit the insulation in there. And like as we were supposed to start driving, he realized I can't fit in here. And I was like, well, I have a driving license. And I think you were like, wait, you do?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can drive us. The funniest thing was that was the length that, or like how close to the steering wheel I would have had to had the seat anyway.
Yeah.
So I was fully driving really comfortably. And you were like bent over like forwards. Like the shotgun seat wouldn't lock in place.
Yeah,
it was fully loose. And you were just like in a fetal position in the front seat for like the 3-minute drive.
It was fun. It was fun.
And that was like 30 minutes before I had to take the train to go home.
Yeah.
I remember because I was fucking so nervous. Like, am I going to make it to the train? And we're just buying insulation for your roof.
Shit.
I feel like that very much like marked the like general feel for our friendship.
Yes.
Kind of like, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah. We're good. We're still good.
We're still good. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I also feel like kind of emotional to be leaving because like there's so many good memories tied to this room.
Yeah. This whole podcast has been in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the like first time we met was it summer 2023? It was, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You were playing your keyboards and I was singing Shaiken.
Yeah.
And it was like at 4 a.m. And we were making like dramatic ballad versions of Shaiken.
Yes.
I still have videos of those. Should we put them up? Wow.
We're so good.
We're so good.
Talented.
And we also did Hockeybakkeskog. And that was actually the first time I heard that song was when you played it.
Was it?
Yeah, because you were like, do you know this Tick song? And then you sang it and played.
Wait, did I play you a Tick song you didn't know?
Yeah, you did.
Huh?
Yeah, I just hadn't heard Hockeybakkeskog.
You know every Tick song from like back in 2013?
Yeah, I think I know more niche Tick songs than you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
I'm like a very surface level Ticks fan kind of.
Yeah, because like I was the Shaiken tour and I knew the entire playlist.
Yeah.
There were like no skips, and I could sometimes at the end if I was just gonna dancing, and I'm like, reciting the shit out of that. It was so funny. But yeah, like, you played it for me, and because like I didn't speak Norwegian as well then as I do now, and I remember there were just a lot of like sounds and words that sounded really funny to me, and like the rhythm of it was really satisfying.
Yeah.
And I remember Jennifer and I, like, we didn't get all of it. And she's Swedish. Personally, etterpå ser vi snacks. Like, we didn't know what snacks means.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but snackes, but like...
Yeah, but like...
But I know that now. But she's Swedish and she's like trying to find out, like, what the fuck does this mean?
It's not a word. It's just made up, but it's made up from snackes.
Yeah, and like...
So you would get it if you were Norwegian. You
and like for a really long time, we referred to Hakkebakkeskogen as the song Torgeir played. Because like we wouldn't ever remember the name of it, but it was always the song Torgeir played.
Yeah, because the title is also the title from
children's book.
Children's book, yeah.
Yeah.
Hakkebakkeskogen. Hakkebakkeskogen.
It's a banger of a song though.
It is.
It is so good. Another word that we also were like, what the fuck does that mean? It was shomi.
Shomi.
We were like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
But we were too embarrassed to ask you, an actual person from Bergen. We're just we can't admit that we don't fucking get what this means.
What do you mean? I'd be honored to tell you what shomi means.
Would you like to tell me what is shomi? What does that mean?
Shomi, that's a good friend.
Hell yeah.
That's shomi borti gaten.
Hell yeah.
You're my shomi, you know.
Yay!
Yay!
You're mine.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
Do you have any other like slang words in Norwegian for like your best friend other than bestis? Or is that just Swedish?
Bestis. That's
very Swedish.
I don't know. That's.
But we also say that in Finland.
Something we would say when we were 12, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do we have any more words for that?
I want you to say a Finnish word for best friend in a very thick Bergensk accent. It's paras kaveri.
Paras kaveri?
Yes.
Men det kan jag säga. Paras kaveri.
Yeah, paras kaveri.
Paras
like
kaveri.
if I want to say you're my best friend, I would say sä oot mun paras kaveri.
Sä oot mun paras kaveri.
Hell yeah! Nailed it!
Sun vittu just näin.
Se on vittu just näin! Hell yeah. But yeah, I don't really know like how to take this episode forward because honestly I just like have so many emotions, feelings, if you will.
Yeah.
Because like, man, good God, I can't talk like at all where I start crying. Because I'm also now going home a couple of months earlier than I was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of felt that it was time to go home. Especially with like you also going.
Yeah.
Like you're not just leaving this room.
I'm leaving the city. I'm going to Bergen.
Yes, you're going to Bergen.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I did say that.
Sorry, but man, wait.
You can lose. Gonna get hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I thought we would have had more time.
Yeah.
You know. And, like, that's what sucks.
Yeah.
Because, like, we had a lot of fun at Song Farm, for example, last year.
Yeah, that
and,
was
like,
sick.
I was really looking forward to us stealing another can of wine and just drinking it by the sea.
Yeah.
Now that's not going to happen. And that, like, blows, you know?
Yeah.
Man. I guess we were supposed to have it be a thing that every year, on the anniversary of when we became friends, or, like, when we did the Hakkebakkeskogen thing, we were supposed to play with the piano.
Yeah.
We did it last year as well. That was on the Song Farm. But we're gonna meh. No, we're not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah. We can do it through Zoom.
Yay.
With latency.
I was just gonna do like 15 seconds of latency.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like
that'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Like, you know, even if you're kind of looking forward to going home in a way, when you thought that you had so many more of these things that you were kind of looking forward to, and then they just, as we say in Finnish, disappear as a fart in the Sahara, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know? But I know that, like, a lot of good things are in the future for both of us. It's gonna be great, but like it's gonna feel very different for a while.
Yeah.
Because like I don't. When was the last time when we've both been in the city when we haven't hung out that day? I think it was last time when we were fighting.
Yeah.
Which was like a month ago, maybe.
Something like that.
Because we usually see each other every day unless we're fighting. And now that sounds like we fight a lot. Honestly, I don't think we do.
A little bit.
But we had a patch where, like, I think I was feeling bad, and you just unfortunately happen to be the person I'm around of the most, so you had to take the brunt of it. Yeah. Like, we see each other every day.
Yeah.
And so then it's gonna feel super weird to suddenly just like, what do you mean I haven't seen him in 8 months? You know?
Oh, fuck.
I know. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm having trouble talking about normal things because I will cry. Should we instead show a little bit of the room?
We can absolutely do that.
You have put a lot of effort and heart and love into this room, and like it deserves to be shown.
Yeah.
Other than just one corner.
Yeah, we have only shown you this corner and also that part where the pianos used to be.
Yeah.
We've taken everything out, by the way. It's clean slate right now.
After this episode, we're gonna walk to your place with a chair and a microphone.
Yes.
And those are gonna be the last things that we take.
Yeah, and the camera.
Yes. Roberto will live with me.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Over to the desk.
Over to the desk. Yeah, so this is the desk where I have been sitting now for last couple of years.
And the desk that you designed yourself.
Yes. So I designed this from the desk that I had back in Studio 3.
Which is now Oscar's desk, right?
Yes. Yeah. He has modified it since then. But basically, it looks kind of the same, but these parts are just straight out and this part goes all the way down. But yeah, so I wanted them slanted so that I could access these panels, with ease right there instead of having to reach them like
Which
that.
Which honestly makes so much sense.
Yeah, just have everything like in kind of a circle around you or a hexagon. Yeah, as is with everything in this room. Everything in this room is hexagonal.
I don't know if you guys can also see like how symmetrical everything is.
Yeah.
Like...
This one Jonas designed, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did.
But like everything from the panels and everything
is
very, very symmetrical. And like this desk, I edited one episode here in your studio. And I remember, I think I texted you, like, your table is just like ergonomical.
Yeah.
Just great to sit at.
Yeah.
And also because you had the puff, like something here to rest your legs on, which was like a world-changing discovery for me.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing, and it was amazing.
Yeah. But then I also want to, like, that these ones don't touch the thing here so that I have just a full surface of desk. Because I didn't want the fucking racks to obstruct the desk at all.
Yeah.
So now I can have, like, a full-size piano on there.
Yeah, you've had a keyboard here.
Yeah. I could have had a much bigger keyboard as well, but yeah, ended up not doing that. But yeah, like just having room on your desk, not having racks taking up space on your desk. So having those elevated, hell yeah.
This also feels very weird to me, like to actually be able to stand behind your desk.
Yeah.
Because there was so much stuff here. Like these lights that we used to light the podcast and like all of your everything. There was a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, speakers.
And like you had like a speaker
stand.
Yeah, like that had the egg shape. The egg speakers that had like Viking helmets on them.
The Viking helmets.
And always on songwriting camps, because like you would obviously be sitting there.
Yeah.
And I would routinely come here to take photos so that like I would have your face and like the songwriters in the background.
Hell yeah.
And people would always laugh because I would climb over the couches and just lurk from in between like the speakers to take photos of you. Did they ever like distract you when I was taking photos of you?
Not too much.
Because I tried to always just like not really say anything. Like I was there just doing my job. But I did notice that it amused other people sometimes, because like if like the singer, because you would have your microphone here, like if I was getting a good shot, like I would fully just like kind of lean in front of you to be like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna take some photos here.
I probably don't notice you most of the time.
You're probably pretty used to it.
And
I also do remember, because you guys haven't seen it, but I crocheted a penis for Torgeir's headset because he was being annoying and I called him a dickhead.
Yes.
And then I made you a dick for your head. And every once in a while I would forget about it. Like I got so used to it. And then I would have this really cool shot, but then you just have a dick on your head. Or sometimes like I'm trying to take a photo of the artist and there's just the tip is just in the frame. And then I would have to like hold it down to take photos. Also, this desk has been amazing for watching Breaking Bad.
Yes, we have watched so much Breaking Bad. We've actually finished Breaking Bad.
A show I swore I would never watch.
Did we end up watching it?
We did.
Did you end up liking it?
I did.
Yes. Did you end up liking it a lot?
You know what? I did.
Hell yeah. So I was right, you were wrong? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
what you learn here is harass your friends until they give in. They might like it.
I was right, you were wrong,
Fine.
motherfucker.
You were right, I was wrong.
Once more.
You were right, I was wrong.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Don't get used to
a couple more times for dubs.
Shut the fuck up. Absolutely. And we also watched Bröderna Dahl, another show I did not want to watch.
Did you end up watching it?
I did.
Did you end up liking it?
I did.
Did you end up liking it a lot?
Depends on the season.
Yeah.
The first one was too random. Like, it was a bit, like, I was, like, bruh.
Which one was your favorite?
What was the third one? That was the one where... Yeah. I think it was the second one. The Spektralsteinene. Yeah. I think that one was probably my favorite.
That is a really good one. I think that might be my favorite as well.
Because they do so many things in that.
Yeah.
They're not bound by like one concept. Like it's a very versatile thing that they're doing, which I like.
Yeah.
We also watch Hill House. Here.
Hill House?
We
watched a lot of shit.
We watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
And we've also played a lot of Minecraft here.
A lot of Minecraft.
This is where he would have his iMac and I would have mine there.
Yes.
Like on a separate table that we would always steal from the common room.
Yes.
To come play Minecraft here. You guys have met the pipe. We need to make a proper introduction to the pipe.
Yeah, we need to like actually show the whole thing though.
Yeah, because we have been no life in Minecraft.
I want to make a Minecraft series. Should we make a Minecraft series?
Yes, let's start a Minecraft series. Because then we can because I have been a little bit delicate recently because I'm afraid that he will forget that we're friends when he goes back to bed again. And that, yes. And I need him not to, so then we can play Minecraft and call it work.
I don't forget people that easily.
But what if you do? Anyway.
Who the fuck are you? I'm not going to forget you, motherfucker.
I'm not going to forget you either.
Hell
and then
yeah.
if we play Minecraft, which we would anyway.
Yes.
But then we pretend to do it for work, there's like more initiative and not have to feel bad about playing Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Comment below if you want to see us play Minecraft or something. Hell yeah.
And we will play it even if you don't.
Yeah.
You can't stop us. This is our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Hell yeah. Minecraft.
Make your own show if you don't want to play Minecraft.
Also, we watched the Minecraft movie.
Yes, we went to the Minecraft movie. It was actually so funny.
It was really funny.
I was having a great ass time.
Yes.
And I think the funniest thing was that we were the people who laughed the absolute most.
Yes.
We were having such a great time.
It was fun.
But we were also laughing at completely different times than other people.
We were laughing at like the just super
deadpan comedy.
Deadpan out of the fucking blue weird ass dialogue.
Yeah, like there was this one monologue delivered by this teacher who had just gotten a divorce, and it was basically just this guy with like a very gentle voice saying how much he hates his life. And we were just completely dying laughing. Because a lot of the jokes were also like only funny if you kind of spoke English well enough. And we obviously watched this with like families with small kids. We were the only like grown-ups alone without a child in there.
Yeah, for sure.
We were laughing at like more English language jokes.
Yeah.
I don't think they got.
Well, like the funny Minecraft jokes, we didn't laugh too much.
Yeah,
at that,
except
but like,
fucking Jack Black catching the frisbee.
That was just insane. but like the parts where most other people laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have been racking our Oh my god, we have been racking our brain as to shut up. We have been racking our brain as to what are you doing? As to what was the line that Jason Momoa said.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
Yeah, because basically
what did Jason Momoa say?
One point where he said a line that was so like well delivered in such a like. Because his character is kind of a himbo. Yeah. In such a himbo way that we both completely lost it for like 3 minutes straight. I was cry laughing at the cinema.
Couldn't even tell you what it was about. Like, what was he talking about? I just remember it being like...
hilarious.
Exactly what you wouldn't expect him to say.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yes.
And in the most matter-of-fact
when he was
himbo
speaking
way. Yeah.
to Lespansk? Because he kept speaking that. He kept speaking Spanish very wrong.
Yeah.
And that did tickle me a lot. Like, that was very funny.
Yeah.
And like in the end when he says something like, that means goodbye in Spanish, and I literally said to you, no it doesn't. And then the character in the movie says, no it doesn't.
In the exact same tone.
But yeah, very positively surprised.
Yeah.
Genuinely really enjoyable movie. I had no expectations.
At all.
But it was so funny.
Funny, haha.
Funny, haha. What is the next thing you would like to show about your studio?
I don't know.
I think I would like to show the mural that you have on the back wall because it looks pretty freaking dope.
Hell yeah. Let's do that.
Let's do that. How do I sit?
Welcome to the casting couch.
How the fuck do I sit?
I don't know. How do you sit?
Because I always sit like this.
Wait, no, you sit on this end of the couch usually.
But this is my spot.
Yeah, when we're watching Breaking Bad, yeah.
Or anything ever.
Bad.
Yeah.
Because I usually sit like this.
Should we just be like this? This is the most natural one for me.
At least in the camera, the shot looked pretty fucking cool, so I don't want to ruin it with too much sock content. You know what I mean? Let's try and sit like regular people. We can sit like this. This is chill. I can show knee instead. Knee is much cooler than sock.
But foot pays a lot better than knee. When are we gonna get our own wiki feed? Do we have to make them ourselves?
I don't know. How does that work?
I'll look into that.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
welcome to the casting couch.
This is the casting couch.
Yes.
Yes. And this is our audio diffuser thing that we made.
For like 10 months? I didn't know that this has an actual purpose. I just thought it was cool.
It's so that when audio waves hit the wall, it hits it like and bounces it back from different lengths, you know what I mean? So that you don't get standing frequencies in the room.
You literally said to me, like, have you not noticed that all the studios have something like this? And I was like,
yeah.
No, I just thought it was cool. And that's why, like, because it also is cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, you and Selena put so much effort into this.
Yeah, every block here has been, like, sanded down to not be, like, I don't know, a hazard.
Yeah. And this is also where we would always watch Breaking Bad or Hill House or whatever we were watching. And when I am really comfortable, I always start holding things. So I would always hold this wall.
Just find your favorite brick and hold it. Oh, wait, I accidentally held the one that is loose.
That's the one that was always threatening my head.
Put that back there.
But like this is my spot. I would usually sit like this and hold the edge of this.
Ah, yeah.
Or just like this brick. And also at your place, I always hold your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my place?
Yeah, your home. There's a like panel that I always just grab.
Shit.
If I'm not sprawled all across your couch, which I often also do.
Yes.
Like sometimes I felt so bad, like poor Selena.
Yeah.
My other best friend, like these two, my besties. But like she's sitting on like an armchair and I'm like on your couch.
Spread eagle.
Literally.
Hell yeah.
Selena also took a wonderful photo of me on her couch when I had fused with the couch. I had become one with the couch.
Hell yeah.
It was after I'd stayed the night for the first time.
That was when I was in UK.
Yeah, and Selena and I were watching Behind Her Eyes. And
good
like,
show.
Such a good show. Like I was in my pajamas, in the big hoodie, and under a blanket, and in the corner, and I was just fully fused with the couch.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Torgeir.
That is me.
Wait, what is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It is.
Anyway, should we talk about a little? Because like this has been a very emotional episode.
Yes.
Still will be. I'm being very brave right now, I think. Should we talk a little bit like what have been our best moments of making this podcast while we've been either in the studio or just like making in general? This podcast isn't ending, by the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue making this, but it's emotional because it all started here, you know?
Yeah, and it's gonna be a different format. For most of it, we're not gonna be able to be in the same room.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to figure out how we can do that. We have done a couple remotes before, and it's kind of fine.
Yeah.
But
and like,
the latency while editing, so fucking annoying.
It's so annoying. Also, now that we're gonna be doing it more remotely, we might do more visual things every once in a while.
Yes.
So follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
And hopefully we get to 1,000 subscribers on TikTok so we can start live streaming.
That would also be really sick. If you're listening and you're not following us on TikTok,
why not?
This would be the right time to do that. Hell yeah.
And tell all your friends to do that as well.
Yeah. Do you talk to your friends about our podcast? You should talk to your friends about our podcast. Ask them what pissed them off this week. Maybe they really want to tell you what pissed them off this week, but no one's asked them yet. You should ask your friends what pissed them off this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, this is the studio where we complained and talked so much shit that we decided to start a podcast.
Yes.
That is probably mostly just funny to us.
Yes.
Oma, can we talk about because we have been told that we have a very unique way of communicating with each other.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I think we're always perfectly normal. But we
For
were
the most part.
ordering a pizza.
And the guy asked if we wanted dressing.
And the conversation went something like this.
Dressing? Dressing?
Yeah.
Dressing.
And the guy completely lost it. Because I think we somehow managed to mumble in something about the studio. Like maybe there's some at the studio, but they still came into the conclusion, no, dressing. We'll get dressing. And he just completely lost it. And like he wasn't able to even finish his sentence. It was just, your communication. And he just kept like dying laughing.
Yeah.
And like, because I was in my like, we were being so normal. And apparently we weren't. Again. Because this has happened before. We were on a morning meeting. And I still think, to this day, that we were speaking completely normally.
Yeah.
But our boss just stared at us blankly and said, well, that was definitely English. Because apparently we had, again, spoken absolute nonsense at each other, completely understood.
Yes.
And we've also been told that we have a skill. And that skill is talking about absolutely nothing for so long.
Well, absolutely something, but like very little content for a long stretch of time.
I remember it was before a camp or after a camp when you and I talked about whether Pepsi or Coca-Cola is better for like at least 5.5 minutes. And I remember thinking like, oh, I think we've been at this for a while because I could see people like from in the corner of my eye just laughing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think we're doing it again. Also, the chip incident over whether or not the one bag of chips was medium, static, or mild.
Yeah, that one.
There was a graph, and we were measuring the graph on the bag.
Do you remember that one chip that looked exactly like the Ryssevik?
Yes. Let's put this. Can we put a side-by-side comparison of the Ryssevik and the chip that looks exactly like the Ryssevik?
Chipsifer?
I just love because
The Crispifer?
Crispifer?
Crispifer.
Because I just love that I got one text from you and it was just a picture of a chip. Doesn't this look exactly like the Ryssevik? And the worst part is that without a hesitation, I was like, that looks exactly like the Ryssevik.
Yes. It did look
and
exactly like him.
With another friend of mine, and I showed it to them. They were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Did these friends also know the Ryssevik?
I don't remember. I might have been in Finland.
Then they wouldn't know the Ryssevik probably.
But I showed them a picture.
Oh.
But it did. I stand by that.
Yes.
But yeah, should we talk about... Do you want to start off, or do you want me to start off? What has been your favorite, or not necessarily favorite, like, but just a moment that you've enjoyed while making this podcast?
First thing that comes to mind is the fucking solo episode that I had to do. It was like the first part I had a lot of fun with. The
split screen
effect thingy.
In drag as me.
Yeah. Super fun with the outfit as well. I had to go into your room and steal your clothes.
Yes.
But yeah, I had so much fun with that. Like I spent the morning writing it and like figuring out how to shoot it and all of that.
Yeah, because we had joked, oh, you should do split screen, but I didn't think you were gonna do it because that's so much work.
Yeah, but I decided that I want to do that for the first couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna switch to just me rambling, which I thought was gonna be super easy. It was not at all. It was much difficult to yes.
Yes, like,
very, very, very
I
difficult.
loved the outtakes, just the descent into madness.
There is one shot of me just sitting on this couch, completely silent, staring off into the distance with no hope in my eyes whatsoever.
For a while.
For I don't know how long, at least half a minute, maybe more.
We should have recorded my reaction to it.
Yeah,
because the scream laughing that I did the whole way through, like,
we should have recorded that. Fucking hell.
Like, I'm proud of a lot of things that you've done and you in general, but I think that was the proudest. It was so funny.
Appreciate.
Like, it was genuinely so fucking funny. I was fully cry laughing, just unable to process how funny it was.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good. It was so good.
What's your favorite song from that episode?
Roberto. Roberto.
Otto Roberto.
Yes, definitely that.
Yes. So yeah, what has been your favorite thing or a thing you remember?
My favorite thing while we've been doing this podcast was when I was in Finland over Christmas. And I had done the interviews with my family. And you had treated the audio.
Yes.
And you had edited had you just done the audio and I was going to edit it? I think so, yeah.
Yes.
And every time on the screen. Well, no, you had edited it, but I think I edited the interview bits.
Yes.
But you had the audio for it. But every time, like, it would cut from us to my family, there would be a new "Meanwhile in Finland" meme over the interview.
Yes.
You had put every single time there was an interview with my family member and you were waiting for the footage. Yes. You had put a "Meanwhile in Finland" meme, and they kept getting like just funnier and funnier. They were so funny and so weird. And because like at first, because I was just listening to it, I wasn't watching it.
Because they didn't end up in the episode, did they?
No, because I put the actual interview over it. It was just like, because I think I thought it would first that it was just the same meme every time.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, no, it's a new meme every single time.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious, and I was just dying laughing. I think I like called my dad, like, Dad, come look. Like, look at what Torgeir has left in the project, and it was so funny.
Yeah. It was basically, because I was putting together just the video and the audio, putting everything together so that you could cut it after, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so whenever there was not video, I put the memes.
Yeah, and they were so good.
Yeah.
They were so funny. There were people writing mooses and stuff.
Yeah.
I still think the plural of moose should be meese.
Meese. I back that.
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot of times.
Yeah.
I think every time I say mooses.
Yeah, but it is just moose in it.
Is it?
One moose, more moose.
Meese.
Look at all those moose walking over the road.
Look at all those
Mooses.
meese. Or it could also conjugate moosei. You know, kind of like cacti? Moosei.
Moosei?
Yes.
I don't like that.
Or you like meese.
Meese is fine. Like mouse, mice, moose, meese.
Exactly.
House,
Goose,
heis.
geese.
Huh?
Goose, geese.
Yeah, house, heis.
Enberg? Heisenberg?
I thought you said Edinburgh.
No, it's a Heis
city.
Enberg?
Heis Enberg?
Yes.
Yo, the name is Heis Enberg.
The name is Heis Enberg.
Say my name.
Heis Enberg.
You're goddamn right.
But yeah,
Yes.
do you have another memory or moment from the podcast that you really liked? Because another one for me.
Definitely the board dream.
Yes.
That was quite recent.
Yes.
But yeah, you had.
My one, like, probably still all-time favorite recording sessions was when we were recording the Halloween episode.
Yeah,
because that was
fun.
a shit show. Because we kept laughing so much.
Well, yeah. The fucking stories.
We were trying to read Reddit stories, and it just did not work out.
I've completely forgotten what we did in the episode. I just remember decorating the set.
We drank
a
lot of wine during that recording.
That's what we did.
We drank a lot of wine, and I think it shows.
Oopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
But I just remember decorating the set, and like we went and got Herbert down at the
and then
toy
we had
shop.
to perform surgery on Herbert.
Yes, we had, because what happened to Herbert?
I broke Herbert.
You broke Herbert in half, and we had to perform surgery on a skeleton.
him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, do you remember how we originally fixed Herbert?
It was popsicle stick.
No, I crushed a monster can with my bare hands and stuck it inside the spine.
In lack of a popsicle stick, we destroyed a monster to put inside a skeleton.
Yes. Can you guess what monster it was?
Was it the white one?
Yes, of course it was. Honestly, I'm very proud of the surgery we ended up doing with the pipe cleaners, and then the white pipe cleaners, it was the fucking zip ties over the last two vertebrae.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually really sturdy, and I think it looked pretty good.
It looked neat.
You
could see that there was a fix if you looked at it, but
but it didn't
was
bother.
white zip ties. They blended in very well.
Like, I don't think it would bother you. If you just see it in a store, you're not going to pay attention to it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that was a good one.
Hell yeah.
Wait, what did you say was the second moment that you liked?
The board dream. That was super fun.
Yeah, I have very weird... Like, speaking of dreams, my aunt, the dream I told you... Like,
which one was that?
That my aunt had a dream that she had met ticks, and then, like, she had, like, gone to his party or something, and then when they were at the party, they found out that they had been nurses at the same hospital like years ago.
In Tromsø.
Yeah, because she's been a nurse there a lot.
Yeah.
And like she had probably been thinking of me or something, and then like ticks. Oh, we've been nursing at the same hospital. So weird dreams are definitely running in a family.
Yeah.
I still can't do it. That's the one. Yes. You guys don't know how often that man does that sound.
Which one?
That one. It's constant. What is my most annoying habit to you?
It is right before you're gonna say anything, you breathe very loudly. It's like, and did you know that?
I didn't do it on purpose just now.
But you
I do that.
You do that.
I do that.
Yes.
I do that, don't I?
You do that.
God damn it.
Every time.
I do that. Another one that, like, fuck you. Another one that I do often is that...
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's because of my deviated septum. I think that's probably also the breathing thing, because I can't really breathe through my nose very well.
That's what it is. I'm sorry.
You're such an asshole. What is your most annoying habit? Because thing is, I can't...
That wasn't a good one.
I think... Because thing is, I'm childish enough. I can't say that it's farting because I think it's funny. You know? Like, I don't mind it. I think your most annoying habit... I know.
Yeah.
For example, we're leaving this studio. I turn off the lights. Then you're, don't turn off the lights. And the last person to leave turns off the lights. And then when we leave and you are the last person, you never, ever turn off the lights. And I always have to go in and turn them off. And I'm like, you bitch, I knew this was going to happen.
But never turn off the lights before I have left the room. Because 9 times out of 10, probably more than that, I'm going to almost walk out the door, walk right back in because I forgot something. You know what I mean?
That was going to be my second thing.
And then if I have to go back and look for that thing while the light is off, it's going to be difficult looking for that thing.
But the thing is, sometimes I have been the last to leave the room. And then you freak out because you forgot something and I turned off the lights.
Yeah, you knew I was going to forget something.
Stop playing. Forget.
Are you confiscating my microphone?
Yes.
Can I have it hanging like this?
Isn't that how it's supposed to be?
You can't have it both ways. Oh, I'm going to what pissed you off this week? We don't have microphone stands. That's what pissed me off.
Would you like to tell the listener what you have been exclusively calling microphones for the past week?
Michael phone.
Yes. I think that was the first time in like a genuinely a week when I've heard you say microphone.
Huh.
Instead of Michael phone.
Michael phone.
Did this start with Mike Ehrmantraut in Breaking Bad?
No. I've been calling the Michael phone for a while.
You know what?
Microwaves. I exclusively call them microwaves. But I just say.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I just say it fast enough that no one notices.
Are you actually serious?
There was one time at a camp when someone was like, "Did you say microwave?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did."
Wait, do you actually do that?
Microwave, yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed.
Yeah, you wouldn't. It's just microwave, you know what I mean? But I say Michael.
That's so funny. That is fucking hilarious. I love that.
Microwave.
That was so cute the way you just did microwave.
Yes, microwave. But I don't think of Ehrmantraut. I think of Vsauce.
You think of Vsauce?
Yeah.
All right.
When I think of microwave, I think of Vsauce.
Of course you do.
Hey, Vsauce, microwave.
This is so stupid. We are once again filming at... No way. Is it 4:01? I have work in the morning.
Have we been filming for 1.5 hours?
We've been turning the camera a lot.
That is true. We should probably get back to our regular setup and wrap up this episode, shouldn't we?
I think we should.
Hell yeah.
It has been an honor and a privilege making this podcast with you.
Hell yeah, it has.
So that was a little tour of your room.
Yes.
How do you feel about leaving?
Yeah, it feels weird. I've been here for like most of my 20s, you know what I mean? I came here as I was turning 21, I think. Now I'm 28, turning 29 this year, you know what I mean? So most of my 20s has been in this small-ass town.
And like in this building.
Yeah.
You've contributed a lot here and like done so much. And like you have amounted to so many great things.
Thank you.
Like MGP and like just you've made so many great songs.
Appreciate it.
You've done great.
Thank you.
I love you, man.
Love you too, motherfucker.
So yeah, thank you for... Oh, God!
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of What Pissed You Off This Week.
Yes. Wait, I can't read my eyes.
Should I read it?
Yes, I can't see.
If you enjoyed the episode, please rate and review the show. It helps us out a lot. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at What Pissed You Off Pod and What Pissed You Off Podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell
That's how we do it around here.
Yes. I think it's only fair that today we say bye to this room.
Yes, that seems pretty fucking fair.
Thank you for your service.
Hello.